So what I have hooked up here in front of you is kind of a mock-up of what is going to happen. Here we have a power supply. So this is a lab power supply with an adjustable voltage and current. Right now we have set for 5 volts, which is typically 5 volts is typically a kind of a control level voltage. You know, 5 volts goes to sensors, and it's often what they call a reference voltage, meaning it's the voltage that we divide up to measure things with. We only do 3 things with electricity. We make a magnet out of it, we turn it into heat, or we chop it up and measure things with it. So this is the chopping up and measure things with it part. So we're putting 5 volts out to the center, or to one end of the potentiometer. So one end is 5 volts, and in this case it's this pin over here. And then the other one is ground. So these colors aren't correct, but actually the ground on the back, 5 volts on the front. And then this center one is being measured by the multimeter, measured to ground. Okay, so right now it's 2.684 volts. If I were to measure the voltage, let me just measure the voltage going to the outside. And we have 5.11 volts, 5.1 volts. So now I want to measure where the middle is. So if we have 5.1 across the whole entire thing, it should be around 2.55 or so when this is in the middle. So if you look at the end of this, there's a line. This hole is kind of the middle, and it goes down the middle of this line. So I think I'm about halfway. So I would love the voltage coming out of this to be half of 5.1 or whatever it was. So this is close. This is 2.6 to 2.7 volts. So it's not quite centered. But so let's see, if it was 5.1, then it'd be 2.55. So if I have, and what I have here is a 12 volt battery, I'm just going to drive the motor until I can find 2.53. So there, I mean, that's how little difference it makes. It's just the smallest. So there's 2.52. So right there, this is in its electrical middle. So now what happens is this voltage here gets sent to the Arduino, which I thought I had here.